Hello friends, and welcome back to DayZ. As I'm calling it, where are all the fucking bastard nails? But we'll get into that in a minute. If you didn't see the first video, you can check it out on the link below, or just let me catch you up here. And if you do enjoy these videos, please do drop me a like and a subscribe. It really does make a difference. So let's get into it. So my main aim was to survive solo on this very populated PvP heavy server and build my own base. And by the end of this video, we do get a base built, but DayZ being DayZ, it was so much harder than I had ever imagined it would be. So yeah, in the last video we did pretty well. We got quite geared and we put down a stash in a remote area of the map. The spawn areas at the coast were pretty much normal and vanilla-ish, and decent gear didn't seem too hard to come by. So starting this part of the adventure, I was in good spirits, thinking it wouldn't be long before we had a base built. Then, DayZ started being DayZ. I'd found a box of nails pretty fast after my first spawn, and built a couple of crates for my stash. After that, I could not, for love or money, find any more nails. What I did find was bases. So many bases. So many bases. There was a base in every remote house, 2 or 3 bases in even the smallest of villages. And even when I just thought I could breathe a little bit in a remote part of the forest, boom, another base. It was crazy. And the towns, well, they were kind of the same. Lots of bases and no nails. No nails. I even ran into this player and asked them as nicely as I could if they had any nails. They did not have any nails. It was clear that the server was indeed very populated. There were players everywhere, so I had to adapt my playstyle. I became ultra stealthy. I lived off the land, fishing in remote ponds and rivers, spent time scoping out where I was going, making the least amount of noise in towns and near habitations, ranging far and wide using forest as cover and only venturing out when it was absolutely necessary. I'd scout out towns for far longer than my usual playstyle to try and make sure I'd be safe, but the nails weren't easy to find. It had been days and days and I hadn't found another box. Creeping around other players' bases became my MO. It became a win just to find loot in their sheds, to drink from their wells unseen. Sometimes I'd use weather to try and ease my passing. Very, very occasionally I'd get super lucky, but my nerves were beginning to get frayed. Of course, I wasn't always unseen. In DayZ, you're never alone. And unfortunately, I lost the footage of this somehow, but going through Pushto on my third day of searching, I got sniped out of nowhere. I never even saw my murderer. And guess what? I just picked up a box of nails. So I spawned in Solnichny, and I made my way inland, when something happened that changed the direction of the adventure completely. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Have some nails. A bit Mosin, no? No. Giving up for the Mosin then. See? Hello. Hello.
Oh, fuck. Hi.
We can be friendly if you want. It's okay.
Sure, you're in PD now?
I'm in PD, yes. Yeah.
Alright.
How do you want to do this?
You know what? We can team up and we can go to Staroy.
I heard shots there earlier. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I died there just about now. I killed 2 guys, but no, there's always another.
Alright. Sounds good, man. What's your name?
Name's Mark.
Cool. I'm
You?
Mickey.
Alright. I'll just head out. I see a
Alright, coming out.
policeman with the stab vest. Yeah. So
You okay?
I'll just kill this fucker for the stab vest and we can go.
Cool.
I got no weapon. If you need a drink, here's a well.
Well's actually bugged for me at the moment. I can't drink for some reason out of them. I can drink out of cans and things, but if yeah,
Alright. Up for you.
nice. Yeah, I can. That should work. Do you need a gun, by the way?
Yeah, no, I have no gun. Here, have a drink.
Take the shotgun.
Is it loaded?
Yes, and I'll give you a couple of green shells as well for it in a sec. There you go.
Alright. Shall we move?
Yeah, let's do it.
What was the name again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Mickey.
Thank you. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, dude.
Did you check the hunting camp? That way.
No, not the camp. No.
Alright, fuck it. Did you drop for the shotgun?
Oh yeah, yeah. Here you go. On the floor.
Perfect, thanks.
No worries. I probably need to load up my pistol and stuff. Have you got any Mosin ammo by any chance?
I got 308.
Okay.
Like 4 of them.
I have like 1 or 2 in my Mosin and pistol.
Good enough. We can like go around the Staroid tents and just go like where the hunting store is, you know?
Yes, yes.
There is a bunch of drop stuff inside from a guy that I stripped. And there are also mine body and another that I killed.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. I died from a guy that was in PD. It was his duo. I didn't hear his footsteps. Maybe he camps the gear, I don't know. Or he moved.
Cool, cool. We stop 2 seconds. Let me just load up my guns and stuff. So you've got my most ready gun
Sure,
there.
yeah. I got 380 ACP if you want.
No, I've got a Colt and a Mosin, and that's it.
Alright, but...
Or a IZ, actually. Not an IZ. What am I talking about? A good 9mm.
Yeah, Cheseta.
That's the...
Where are you from, my guy?
London. But also, like, other places like Finland and stuff. How about you?
Alright. Oh, look, there's Humvee. I'm from Slovakia.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, gun cleaning kit, nice.
Yeah. This shotgun cannot jam, right?
I don't think so. It's not semi-auto. It's just 2 barrels, so...
I can take both. Let's go.
Cool.
I also have a grenade. If you find out there's a guy in the PD, I can nade him out.
Oh, good shit. Okay.
I found like a small scope if you need at least some. Oh, it's an AK optic, never mind.
No worries.
I think Saroy 10s will be looted, but we can like wrap around.
Yeah, it's been kind of busy last few times I've been there.
Feels like everybody from southeast part of the map just goes into Saroy.
Yeah, I mean, if you want guaranteed fight, that's where you go. I actually got shot up there like an hour and a half ago, I think, trying to leave.
Like, I put up a fight, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah. It's a good server if you want to fight this, that's for sure. But a lot of the times I've died, it's just been snipers.
Yeah, I died with sniper too now. Do you wanna go like from right around here or from the left?
Oh, right's good, I think.
Right.
Sorry, remind me of your name again? I heard it.
Name's Mark.
Mark, okay.
Yeah.
I have a terrible
Oh,
memory.
Same. I reckon we have the same backpacks. Good to remember.
Yes.
Yes.
And jacket.
Fuck me dead.
Uh,
Maybe he's like in the church or something.
okay.
Yep. You see the body? Back there.
Yeah,
Behind the
yeah.
hunting store. And in the hunting cabin too.
Hmm.
I reckon we can check these houses like up here.
Sure, sure.
Do you know how long does the gas stay at here on the KarmaKrew?
I don't know. Probably standard-ish, but yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't want to be waiting for half an hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair. Well, let's check these buildings and see what happens. If it hasn't...
Sure.
Oh. Is that me, or is it just gone?
Oh yeah.
When?
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, let's get the loot.
Nice.
We have to be careful though.
Yep.
It's still here.
Hey.
Look.
Sweet.
There are 2 bodies in the back.
Nice, yeah, I hear them.
There's the suppressed Makarov that I would like to take.
Yeah, why not? Space. In fact, I think I'm
Right.
probably...
Another body.
Nice. No nails anywhere. Do with some nails.
There's a guy behind us.
I thought you were shooting at me there.
Your mate's dead. You're fucking next, you silly bastard. Come on, son.
Well, that was great fun, but it was a complete distraction from what I was actually supposed to be doing. I'd also just found out that wipe day was in a couple of days, and I was nowhere near building the base I wanted. I was starting to think this might never happen. So I spawned up north near Novo, and it was clear that nails were still in short supply. Baby. I looted everything I could, and DayZ blessed me with 1 code lock and 1 box of nails. I think I'm far enough away. There's some people over here. Oh, shit, I'm not far enough away. Shit. Oh, yeah. At this point, I was so scared of losing them that I dipped from the city and I ran all the way across the very top of the map, avoiding players at all costs, avoiding shots, all of that kind of stuff. It took over 2 hours just to get back to my stash. But on my way, I passed this tiny base in a feed shack. I still only had 2 boxes of nails after days and days of searching, but one door would seal up a feed shack like that, and I could start from there. At least it would technically get me a base to show for all my graph, rather than having to start all the way from scratch when the server wiped. And finding materials would probably be even more crazy then, because everybody would be running around claiming territory and collecting base supplies. So I grabbed my nails and building stuff from my stash and ran down south about 20 minutes to a feed shack in a quiet area that I knew was free. I got my flag down, built the door kit, and then it just wouldn't let me place it in the doorway, no matter how hard I tried. I logged off and looked around for info on the mod that allows this, but I couldn't find anything. I was at my wit's end and I thought after all these days of effort, I might come out with nothing, no base, no nothing. And at this point my character was very, very hungry, so I decided to go loot Pavlovo, which was the nearest town, to try and rustle up some food. On the way I found a can of tuna which would sustain me until I got there, and then I spotted this farm area, which despite the base, I thought I'd check out. What do you know? Box of nails. I was still super hungry though, so I'd have to brave Pavlova and try and get some food. I was getting hungrier and hungrier, but I was super paranoid about making a fire, so I decided to eat some raw fish I had with vitamins. And then I saw this player. I had the drop on them a couple of times, but having been killed with one box of nails, I just didn't want even the slightest chance of that happening again. So I tried to talk. Hello? Hello, hello? But they didn't answer. At this point, I just didn't know what to do. So I did what anybody would do. And bravely ran away. And then I hid for about 20 minutes. I never saw that player again, so I guess they got spooked too and did something similar. And after I emerged from my hiding place, I started to find loot. Some food, some more building supplies, and another box of nails. I did my calculations, and I realised I had enough to build what I'd originally planned, a basic watchtower in the woods. So I ran back to my stash, grabbed all my supplies and set about building. I got my flagpole down and then my watchtower kit. Then I had a lot of trees to fell and planks to make. Night was falling and I figured that was a good thing. Maybe there was less chance of someone passing by and hearing me making building noises. I worked through the night, and as morning came round I managed to get a gate on the bottom floor and lock it. I added some barbed wire to the sides to make getting in more difficult. There was still a pretty big gap above the gate though. I was running out of nails and my saws were pretty close to being ruined. So I braced myself for another brutal looting mission. I wandered over to the nearest town, the one you saw at the beginning, and then this happened. Okay, I'm out. Why those days and days without nails? Those 2 boxes of nails meant that I could get the base to a good state and that nobody could just casually boost in if they found it. They'd at least have to get through that one gate if they wanted in. And there it is. An actual base. Okay, it's pretty small. It's not what I was planning at the beginning of this saga, but that's DayZ for you. It's a perfectly serviceable little base, and in a spot where you'd have to run pretty close to it to even spot it. The goal was always to have a hidden base, and I think we got there before the server wipe. Just. This has to have been one of the most frustrating missions I've ever set myself in DayZ, and it took almost a week more than I'd expected in real time, but we got there in the end. I learned a lot. Figured out that I probably need to learn the base building system of a server before I get on it and actually try and make a video, and lots more other stuff as well. I got killed less than I thought though, but also I didn't get as many kills as I'd have liked. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video.